Hello guys. Okay. Hello guys. Can anyone hear me? You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia. If you just see me for the first time, thank you so much. Um yeah, I'm a Nigerian who lives here in South Africa with my family and I make various contents, guys. So if you're new to this channel, please do well to hit on the subscribe button. It's just a click away from you, and when you do hit on the bell sign, that's where you'll be notified of my subsequent videos. Okay, so yeah, to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone that's clicking on this live video. I intended to actually drop a video this week, but I had a very busy week. So that's why I decided to just come on live and talk about what I intended to record. I actually have videos to edit, but that's a story for another day. Hope can anyone hear me? If you can hear me, kindly say I can hear you. Kindly say something just to um ascertain that I'm being heard, okay? Yeah. Thank you everyone once again for joining and people that will watch the playback. Thank you so much. Oh my God, it's summer here in South Africa and flies. I hate flies. Can anyone hear me? Please say hello at least. Let me know you can hear me. I know I'm being seen, but am I being heard? Just say, yes, I can hear you so that I'll proceed, okay? It's not going to be a very long one because I intend for people to watch the playback. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up, okay? That will really help the video for other people to see it later. So guys, in today's video, I want to talk about people's perception about South Africa, Nigeria, and Australia. I'll take these countries one after the other and tell you people's perception and how the media contributes negatively to perception on these countries. I saw a video, a comment today on one of my videos, and somebody said, I don't know if I can find that comment, but I remember the comment. Person says, I won't come to South Africa because of everything I have heard about South Africa. I intend to come to other African countries or visit other African countries, but I'm not coming to South Africa. So there's South African that responded and said, "Don't come." I mean, there are a lot of countries to go to. So the point I'm trying to make is, let me just say hi, everyone. So the point I'm trying to make is the fact that the person says, because of everything I've heard, okay, how do people form impressions or perceptions about a particular country where they've not been to, they've not visited, they've not lived in that country is from the media. I feel the media is 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 the whole thing, is the media that is the culprits about these perceptions, because when somebody have not been somewhere, like I've not been to America, right? Um I've not been to the West, literally, but how do I know what goes on in America when I maybe and jump into Facebook or YouTube or Instagram mainly, or even the mainstream media like maybe ETV, or am I saying ETV, ENCA in here in South Africa, or even the international mainstream media like CNN and BBC. So people form perceptions about a country based on what they've heard, even when you've not been there. You just hear that, oh, this is how this happens, so and so happens in South Africa. This is how so and so happens in a particular place. So I just want to bring the issue of xenophobia. I don't want to talk about, like, I don't want to mention it so much because it's a sensitive topic on YouTube. They flag such videos, but when such thing happen, anything like that happens, I know that South Africans, people always say oh, xenophobia. I remember when something was happening. I don't know, people were having a fight somewhere in Joburg or somewhere. Then it's mainly social media actually that blew it up, and I began to hear phone calls. Where are you? Where are you? Are you safe? Are you safe? I'm like, what's going on? I'm fine. I'm here. I'm in my house. People say, from what I'm seeing on social media, from what I'm seeing on this, from what I'm seeing on this, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. At that time, people began to circulate videos from God knows where. It could be videos that have happened in the past, or videos that any kind of, oh my God, my daughter is crying. It could just be, I hope she's just waking up, she's sleeping. Hope she doesn't wake up. Let me. So videos that happened from anywhere, people began to spread such videos, and you know how things happen spread fast on on social media these days. I share to you, I share to you. People began to come. I'm like, oh my God. You guys, nothing is happening, nothing is going on. People say, hope you're safe, hope you're fine where you are. I'm hearing this and this and this and this. I'm hearing their but I'm like, nothing. So you see that most of the things that people hear, or what people think about a certain country, like say South Africa, even if there's an atom of truth, but how it's been blown out of proportion is mainly due to the contribution of the media, social media. Then then again, the mainstream media or the international news can just take a little piece of what is happening, and they, how they tag it, and they'll blow it out of proportion. And I mean, people outside the country begin to hear, oh, this is what's happening. They might just take a scene of what happened, maybe a horrible scene of what happened, and say, oh my God, so and so and so and so it's happening. So that's why I think people. So that's one about South Africa. So I would say that most of the impressions people have, especially people that have not lived, if you tell me I've lived in this place and this is the impression, and I have my first-hand impression based on so and so and so time that I've lived in a certain place, then that will make sense to me. Then again, that coming to Australia, I in on Instagram, there's this they call him Tunde Not. He's a Nigerian, you know how it is, Nigerian Instagram community. The man always posts something about Australia, and when he posts horrible, it's very horrible to me, because I hate snakes. He posts a lot of people seeing snake in their toilet, people seeing snake hanging on their roof, people seeing snake everywhere. I'm like, oh my God. People, if you come to the what's it called, the comment section of those videos, people are like, oh my God, is this how Australia is? Is they literally paint the picture of if a snake infestation in Australia. Of course, if you Google Australia, and I now began to research Australia snake Australia. Then I asked my friend Biko, please, you live in Australia. How much snakes do you see snakes in your house every day? My friend laughed, and she's like, no ways, that don't mind what people said in say about Australia all the time. Even on that comment section, you will see some people that live in Australia. They'll be like, it's a lie. What this person is saying is not true, and all that. I've lived in Australia for 20 years, I've lived in Australia for 10 years, I've never seen a snake and all that. Oh my God. Then you come to think of how it's being painted like Australia is one, like you'll be like the picture in your mind if you've not been to Australia, or if you don't live in Australia, like immediately you come out, the way you see like maybe birds and everything, normally is how you see snakes in Australia moving around. Like, oh my God, it's so creepy and so horrible. I mean, I'm like, I began to think to myself, oh my God, social media. We should be wary, and we should know what we consume on social media, honestly. And I also find it this that people don't go in, or like they don't research. Yes, as much as if you research, you will find the reasonable data that say, okay. Now I began to research about Australia. I said, how much snakes are in Australia? What are the because I'm a very curious person. I like to ask questions. I don't like to take what people say for it. I like to either have my first-hand experience. If I can't, I I just try and Google. I began to ask all those questions on Google. And I saw that, yeah, Australia has snakes actually, but not as much as the media painted, because I was really horrified by what I saw. The man always posts, or whoever that has that blog always posts that about Australia. If you've not been to Australia, you will not want to go to Australia with those kind of things. Then again, Nigeria, of course, the impression that people have about Nigeria is a known one. Okay, so some impressions are true about everything. Like I said about Australia, of course, you can say Australia has snakes, but the way it's being painted, even about Nigeria, that Nigeria is this or Nigerians are this and that, is not true, guys. It's not true. So that's what I'm going to say about literally about Nigeria. Because when it comes to social media, how they paint things, or the media generally, they fail to magnify the good things about that place. Or yeah. Hi, Lovisa. How are you? Long time. How is the US? How are you and your beautiful children? Thanks so much for joining. So it's just like America now. Lovisa is in the US. What you hear about America is about the gun violence and everything, like literally the gun violence. That will not still stop me. I still want to come to America, even if everybody's like, that will not stop me. So you see that the media does not kind of magnify the good things that's happening. Like, take for instance South Africa now. If you come to South Africa, let me take at least the medical sector. The medical sector is so good that people don't emphasize it really. I have a friend of mine that told me about someone she knows. That person is a Nigerian. They brought their kid from Nigeria. The child had cancer, I think leukemia or something. This child was treated free of charge here in South Africa. And this child is a foreign national. The child was treated free of charge of leukemia. And I think the child went into remission, from what that friend of mine told me. Like, the remission means when cancer is kind of seen to be gone. Okay. South Africa, South African government, you will see how they prioritize that little girl, a foreign national that just came for treatment, which is, yeah, people don't emphasize the good part of what a country does or what a country has to offer. They just talk about, if you come to South Africa, it's xenophobia, they kill foreigners, they do this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, guys, it's so annoying to me. And I want to use this medium to say, people, please beware of the information you consume on social media. My daughter is literally crying. I don't know. She was sleeping. So I hope she has stopped. So be wary of the information you consume on social media. It doesn't magnify or it doesn't project the good parts, even if that it's bad. You miss free medicals, right? Yes, I know. In America, my sister told me you pay, like you pay for your medicals. If you don't, she said my sister-in-law gave birth here in the US. Oh my God. The bill, did she pay $58,000? $58,000. And in South Africa, it's free of charge in the government. And the good thing about South African medical system is that the government is as good as the private. The government is as good as the private. I mean, most people that work in the government also work in the private. So the government, you can't say the government, as much as you might get one or two incentives, maybe here and there, if it's when it comes to giving birth, you might say, okay, you have your gynae, you have more scans, and that's it. But other things, the government is as good as the private. Oh, you're fighting for it. Oh my God, that's a lot. $15,000. Jesus. I can't. No, 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 no. It's a lot. It's a lot. So people don't project how good the medical system of South Africa is, and the fact that South Africa caters for a lot of foreigners. Honestly, foreigners, which is why most South Africans are angry. Like, foreigners come and they take what what the citizens should get, yet you talk about these people that are giving you free things. As much as they may be flawed in their own ways, that they might not be perfect or whatever, you can't have it all. You're getting that free medical care here in South Africa and a few other things. So people don't project that. I've never heard in the media, nobody has ever asked me, is it true that South African healthcare system is so good? Is it true that in the government you literally pay little to nothing? Nobody has ever asked me that about South Africa. The only thing you hear people, or I've never heard on the, what's it called, maybe on the media, that that's what that's how it is in South Africa. What the only thing you hear is the negative part. That's why I feel that the media projects the negative parts of a country. They only project, they just go and pick, and sometimes those negative parts that they project is not even true. Like they magnify it the way they want, what the people want to hear. Or I think it's kind of, when they put those topics, is a sensational topic for people, then people begin to comment. Both people that have an experience, people that don't have an experience, people that have not even don't even know somebody that knows somebody that lives in South Africa. Is that bad? Or people that don't know somebody that knows somebody that lives in Australia or Nigeria or something like that. You don't have a clue about a country. You don't have a clue about how things work in a country. Then you begin to say, oh my God, this 58,000 is for her baby. 23,000, they say, is for hospital stay for 5 days on feeding. Jesus Christ. No, US is something else. See, I don't like US medical system. My two elder sisters are in the US. I even think the NHS, that's which the UK, is better than Americans medical system, because NHS, I think NHS is also free, but the difference between NHS and South Africa is that the kind of wait you will go through when you want to go and get medical. I think my daughter is sleeping again. Thank God, because she's gone. Yeah. So the kind of wait you wait before you see a doctor in the UK, as much as I think it's free, they just pay for something, NHS something. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you are in the UK, if you have an experience, but I know that they don't pay. But in the US, my sister says you have to have your insurance, your own personal insurance, or your work insurance, or nothing. There's no free medical system. As much as you hear that America is first world and America is that big, and America is America, but the medical system is not. Even my mom, my mom is in the US presently as I speak, and she always tells me that, oh my God, I love South Africa. She will speak it in Igbo. The South African doctors, my meaning South African doctors, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Those people are good. In fact, they are better than American doctors. I'm like, mommy, America is America. She said, no, America. She said, don't tell me. I know. I've been to, because when I had she had a knee replacement. We put her in our medical aid, and she had a knee replacement, and she loved in South African doctors. She loved the reception and everything. She was like, oh my God. She told everybody, she was broadcasting that in fact, that America is not, that South Africa is better than America. I said, mommy, don't let people say America is America. She said, don't tell. So my mom is all for South African medical system even till tomorrow. She was okay when she was here the last time. I didn't really, because she didn't have medical aid, so I didn't take her to the hospital, and she didn't have any reason to go to the hospital. She just did her normal blood routine that she did at Lancet. But she said, Ubuda, that's this country. I love their healthcare system. I came home and I had surgery for 30,000 all included, having been given a quote for 800,000. Is a lie. Jesus Christ. These you people's America, eh? Wow. Did you? Jeez. Are you for real? No, 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 no. That's a lot. No, no. America's healthcare system. I think Obama wanted to do something, but I don't know why he didn't do anything. I heard the rumor then that Obama was going to create something like NHS for you people in the US. Are you? I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying you're lying, but you can see Lobisa said the same thing. $58,000. Do you know how much that is? I can't. No, that's a lot. I think even Canada is more subsidized than the US. That's what I talk about. People should talk about how South Africa is able to care for even foreign nationals. And it's no joke. If you're a foreign national and you don't have medical aid, you can't go to the hospital and they'll tell you to, not get treated. You will get treated. And it's a lot. My husband was telling me that, do you know how much the government sinks in medical care? Do you know? Do you don't have a faintest idea? Because he works with the government and he also has his private practice. But he's like, oh my God, that's thank, thank you so much. Work with all. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Yeah, of course. Especially, I said my mom. She said she trusts South African specialists more than America because when she went last year to the US, because she's been coming to the South Africa before she started going to the US. Then she said, she was telling me that there's nothing different from South Africa and America. I said, Mommy, you're no, yes. And she said, no, that country that is is overrated. I wanted to bring her to the channel, but I said, Mommy, you won't make me not to come to America. I'll still come to America and see what's going on there. I'll still visit, even if it's a visit. But she says she loves the South African system, and I agree with her. She had her knee replacement and everything was so smooth. She saw a couple of doctors in the US and she's like, she doesn't understand what they are doing. I'm like, Mommy, you're biased. You're biased. Maybe you felt you were well treated by by the doctors in South Africa, and you appreciate them, and I understand. But why are you biased? She said, no, that she's not being biased. That those people, they know what they are doing. She said, even yesterday she said it because I went to run some routine checks. Normally I do my routine checks once every year. So I went to do. She said, good. This hard. Those people's doctors, I don't know what they are doing. Yes, low visa. It's just that the US visa. Those people. It's so hard to come by. It's so hard. It's not easy. I would love to visit the US at least to see for myself. My mom said, nothing. I said, Mommy, no. Yeah, I will still come. My two sisters are in the US and they tell me how so at least I am hearing from people that I don't like when people talk baselessly. Like you hear that somebody says something on social media, then you work with that narrative. In fact, you run with it. You even talk more than people that have been to the country or people that don't know something about the country. People must filter what they hear on social media, and people must know how they take in information. And I'm all for that's why people say I say good things about South Africa. I'm all for projecting good things about the country because as much as the US is first world, there's if you want to talk about bad things about US, in fact, I'm sure your list will be this full in a paper. So there's no country that doesn't have bad sides, but it's all about projecting. You ask yourself, what good does this country have to offer? At least, if not for anything, what good are they doing for the citizens? What good are they doing for the migrants and all that? I also an injection I always have to buy yearly has cost 900 rand since 2003 here. In the US, I paid up to 8,000 rand equivalent. Are you for it? But they complained and it came down. You complained and it came down to 5,000. Then it's a lot. Yeah, there's also a medication that my husband was telling me about, and he says what they sell it in South Africa here is way that he doesn't know how they subsidize it. Apparently, maybe the government subsidizes some of those foreign medications because it was even a few days ago we had that conversation. He said that he doesn't know how it's so expensive in the US. And what we were talking about was one medication that people rave about now, and he was just looking up on it the prices. It's called Ozempic. He must have heard about it. He was like, that medication is so expensive in the US. Then he said, okay, let me look up on the price because he has the access to pharmacies because he runs a GP practice. So he said, that is so affordable, then how does the South African government, how do they, are they able to get it so cheap and it's so expensive in, so what's going on in that impulse US? I think our government subsidizes it in SA because it's, yes. He was now saying that he thinks that the government subsidizes it because that a particular medication is so expensive in America, and he looked up on the price, but he says though it's not available in South Africa at the moment, but that's the price that he's seeing in the pharmacies, that you can, that it's very affordable for people. You can live pretty in SA as long as you have a good paying job. Exactly. Even the inflation, I can tell you for free that the inflation that's happening right now all over the world is less in South Africa, because if I tell you how much people are spending in Nigeria for just groceries, I'm like, no, we're not spending that much. Even if we pay in rand, my sister in Nigeria tells me how much. She will tell me, okay, how much do you people pay for like Milo, all those bread, basic essentials. Tell her the price. She said, okay, look at the price in Nigeria. I'm like, it's a lie. She said, you don't even know. And even in the US, inflation, I think, is better in South Africa. Yeah, it's better in South Africa because there's a lot of subsidy, and that's why things we don't consider. When you see that, say the government is falling short in one aspect, but they are compensating the people in one aspect, I think people should appreciate that. Because if you go to the groceries, I think in Woolworths you see tax free, there are some tax free groceries, tax free banana, tax free bread, tax free food items, and people can just buy it. And of course, for them not to tax you, the government is not getting tax from it, and it's kind of a way to subsidize things for the people. Yeah. That's why let's all, project things, good things about a certain country. Like Nigerians, sometimes I don't like to defend Nigerians, people's perception about Nigeria, because if it's according to Nigeria in the internet, they'll say you go explain tire. Who are you? No evidence. Who are you going to explain to? You see, a lot of people only project the negative things about Nigeria and Nigerians. And if you see Nigerians are doing good things in different countries, even in Nigeria, you'll be like, okay, why are people not talking about it? But I mean, that's the media for you. The sensational stories sell. Yeah. Let me look at MJ and T says, I live in the UK and we rarely on the NHS. I had gastric bypass for free. Is a lie. Gastric bypass. My sister had gastric bypass in America, just that she has a good job, and it was her insurance. She couldn't afford it when she didn't have that her job right now. Only when she got a good job, then she was able to, her insurance covered for her gastric bypass. Then she paid, I think she paid a couple of dollars out of pocket as well. Oh my God. I believe SA also offers weight loss surgery at very affordable prices in SA. You can live free. Yeah, oh my God. I don't know about weight loss surgery, though. That's cosmetic surgery. I know that from all I know, breast reduction, if you need a breast reduction, yeah, your medical aid will cover it, but medical aid will not cover cosmetic surgery. And gastric bypass is considered a cosmetic surgery, except it's your weight is now life threatening. Yeah, then you can, I don't know, but I know that if it's free, you will also get it free in the end. Life with Louis Saji, what, that's why I hate Discovery. I'm on Discovery Medical Aid. I love it, but I prefer Gems when I was on Gems. But we are on Discovery right now. They introduced the US system in SA. Our medical scheme all used to be 100% coverage, and the owner is um all used to be 100% coverage, and the owner is a billionaire. Are you serious? Yeah, I think what they do in Discovery is you pay as you, I think if your this thing depletes, I don't know, if you use your scheme, your doctor's visits a lot, it depletes. If you use your but I think you can transfer. The only thing I like Discovery is that you can transfer. If I didn't use my medical scheme a lot this year, my savings I can transfer to next year. But it depletes. If I use it, it keeps depleting. But when we are in Gems, you can't transfer. You can't transfer at all. The I say I love Nigeria. Yeah, I love Nigeria too, regardless. I mean, US, if you don't have insurance, you are finished. Exactly. US is something else. There's always a way. Oh, okay. If there's always a way, then that makes sense. Hello, I'm the biggest fan of your channel. Thank you so much, Benson. I appreciate. I once sent you a message for an interview. Really? Where did you send it? Was it maybe you sent it went to my junk mail, because I usually don't remember that there's something like a junk mail. Please, can you resend it? Okay, resend it. I would love to read your message. I'd love to read your message. Please resend it. Yeah, so basically, but I was so scared about guys on Instagram. Okay, I didn't get it. Please, can you resend it again? I'll look out for it. I'll look out for it. So, guys, have you guys heard anything about Australia? Like, really, I asked my friend, "Have you seen snakes in Australia?" She said no, she has not seen. But I was so terrified. I wouldn't want to even visit if, from what I heard on the media, man, I'm like the media is something else. Anyway, that's all I said. Let me come here and share. Yeah, literally, nothing much, and come and hang out with you guys. Lobisa, I see your this thing on you see my comments, right? I watch your videos. You're becoming consistent. Keep it up. Yeah, that's it, guys. So let's all of us let's beware of what we consume on social media, because it's been magnified for sensational stories. Remember that those people that have the vlogs and all those, they want people to they only sell sensational stories. Even on CNN, the way you hear things happen, oh, in Africa this happened, and they never share good things. Really, they never share the good things that happen. They only share negative things and they magnify. So people now talk about, oh, in this country they do like this, in South Africa this in as much as every country have their own shortfalls. I won't put it past any country. My country and my country nationals, Nigerians, we have our shortfalls, and I always talk about our shortfalls here on this channel, but it's not all shortfalls. There's no country that will be all shortfalls. There are good things about Nigeria and Nigerians. There are amazing things about South Africa and South Africans. There are amazing things, good things about Australia and Australians, and every country. I mean, it's all about what you want to see. According to my husband, he will tell you that if you're looking for anything bad at anywhere, even in a human being, if you're definitely looking out for a bad thing, you will see it. It depends on what you're looking out for. If you're looking out for a good thing as well, you will see it. Depends on what you're looking out for. So, yeah, 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 guys. So that's all. That's all this live stream is all about. That's what it's all about. I didn't want to not post a video today because I've not posted this week. I just said let me hop in here and say one or two things about the video I intended to make. Yeah, literally. Let me see if there's a point I want to talk about that I didn't talk about. If you have any contribution, or does anyone want to come and join me on the live this stream here, they can also come. So it's a huge social media misconception about South Africa, and I know South Africans don't like that. You miss home, right? Yes, I know, Lobisa. I miss home too, but you get used to it. No place like home. No place like home. No place like home, honestly. I know when summer comes, my heart drops. Oh, shame. I know, but it's all for the best. I'm sure you visit South Africa, right? Just come and visit once in a while. That's one thing that will make you to miss homeless. Yeah, that's one thing that will make you to miss homeless. I want to visit Nigeria this time around, but I don't know how possible it's going to be. I would love to visit. It's been a minute. It's been a while. But then again, I have a baby. She's not really a baby anymore. She's a toddler. So I don't know how it will be traveling with a toddler. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining in. And yeah, just guard your heart against social media, and yeah, South Africa is not xenophobic. Nigerians are not that all bad. They're not all fraudsters. and vice versa. Every country, that's how it is. Thank you so much, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, okay? If you've not given the video a thumbs up, give the video a thumbs up. Share the video if you need to. Comment, tell me, share your thoughts on the comment section, and I'll see you on my next one, guys. Bye bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. See you guys. Bye. I need to go do school run now. It's almost time to get the girls from school. Bye, guys. I'll see you on my next one. Bye, Lobisa. Bye, Benson. She said we were so scared on a trip to Nigeria because of all the negative stuff, but our SA host assured us that we would be quite safe. He said even the what's it didn't do in Nigeria is not that bad. Nigerians are very hospitable. I'll tell you for free, not because I'm a Nigerian. Yeah, bad things happen everywhere. There's crime, but not when you're working on, like, not the way people project it. That's one thing I'll tell you. And Nigerians are very nice. They love strangers. Yeah, as much as safety is a concern. Even when people say safety is a concern, you see people that travel from abroad and they go to Nigeria, they'll be like, it's not as people are saying it. Like when you're on this end of social media, you see that people talk about, oh my God, this, but it's not as bad as people project those things. Yeah. Yeah, guys, thank you. I will see you in my next one. Please give this video a thumbs up, okay, and share, comment, and yeah, bye. Be safe, everyone, wherever you are. Be safe. Bye.